Hey, what's up everyone? It's Kerbal here, and yeah, my third video and already my voice? Man, am I too fast or something? I don't know. But I got requested to make a build video, like a build tutorial. I didn't really get it, but since I thought it was a bit too fast, how my videos usually are, right? And they're gonna be, because I'm gonna make a lot of those speed builds and shit like that, you know, missions and stuff. I decided to make a build tutorial, although, since I'm doing this in post, you know, I'm talking over a freaking video, I'm not gonna guide you through the whole process. I'm just gonna slow the video down, because I'm a lazy ass, you know. I ain't gonna waste my time talking over and you know, not concentrating on a build, because I can't really talk and concentrate. So anyways, here is the build. As you can probably see the video going since you're watching the video, right? Yeah, thank the dude who requested this, because this is gonna be long and yeah, pretty much boring. So wow, good idea, build log. Woo! Anyways, I got kind of inspired by this guy called Matt Lone, or I don't know how you really pronounce his name in British or American. Like, my accent is kind of American, and I kind of, you know, take the American type of speaking, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Nevertheless, I kind of took some inspiration from his videos, and maybe a little bit of Scott Manley, you know, because they're like, for me, they're like the top Kerbonauts. Let's just say they're the top Kerbonauts in YouTube, like, on YouTube. Like, I mean, Scott Manley is like the biggest, right? But I don't know. I kind of like Matt a little bit bigger, a little bit better, because he's, you know, he's. Mm, let's just be freaking honest. Scott Manley is freaking old. He has to go down. It's time for the youngsters to shine. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Scott is a freaking amazing Kerbonaut, and I mean, all of these videos are top quality, pretty much original content. Um, and yeah, so Scott, if you're watching this, don't be mad on me, okay? Um, so yeah. Anyways, actually talking about the shuttle, it's gonna be, I don't know, pretty basic. Yeah, let's just say pretty basic, because you know, I'm new to Kerbal Space Program, and I just build what works. Well, kind of. Not all the time I actually make the planes that actually fly. Like, if you've seen my SSTO video, right? Like, I tried like at least 10 different designs. 10, maybe even more, to just to get to orbit. Because every time I got near to low carbon orbit, I was like, damn, I'm out of oxidizer, or I'm out of liquid fuel. Then I kept adding more liquid fuel, and nothing happened. Everything just got drained almost instantly. Because why? Because SSTOs, and that's why they're not flying. You know, because that's why everyone's doing the multi-stage rockets, and yeah, that's why I sucked at it pretty much. I got kind of judged on Reddit about those videos being a bit too fast. I mean, if you're watching this and you're kind of a, you know, a kind of a normal person who can comment and give feedback, if you could actually tell me in the comments if that video was too fast, like, I will decrease the speed next time I make those videos, because I'm gonna make a lot of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I mean, this is gonna be such a freaking basic shuttle. I mean, it's not gonna be like what were those shuttles called? Um, what was the shuttle's name? Atlantis? No. Okay, never mind. The NASA shuttles, like, look like this, like, pretty much like this, but not quite. Okay, never mind. Never freaking mind. Anyways, what I was about to say is, if you're watching this and you're an experienced Kerbal Space Program veteran, or just a pro player or an advanced player, would you mind giving me feedback or something? Because you know, I'm new and I'm struggling, like, pretty much. I just keep watching these, you know, not like build guides, but more like missions from Scott Manley or stuff like that, you know, how they speed build them, and kind of I sometimes kind of replicate the designs, but since my personality is like, I want to build something of my own, like, I don't want to just copy someone's design, like, that's exactly what Matt Lone said. Like, he says that in, like, all of his videos, like, at the end of all of his videos, like, the build file is in the description, but, you know, I'd better not put it there, because, you know, you have to come up with your own designs, because it's not fun to, you know, copy other designs. But there are people like that, yeah. There are a lot of people like that who really want to, you know, just get to space. Well, I was one of those persons, those people, but I tried some other people's SSTOs. Like, I mostly wanted to get SSTOs because everyone can build a multi-stage rocket, right? I tried like maybe 3 workshop planes, SSTOs. Yeah, let's just say SSTOs. And actually, those which were rated the highest, they were such freaking whales, almost impossible to control. Like, why do people like that? Like, why? Just why? Because if you can't control it, then why even make it? Like, no, why even post it on Workshop? Never mind, that's just my opinion. But like, maybe I haven't yet found the, you know, the sweet spot of Workshop, or the place to get build files. Anyways, I don't want to bother downloading any build files. I just want to make my own, and that's what I'd like everyone to do, because, you know, this is a game you have to enjoy it yourself, because it's like the same thing as you're watching someone playing a game, right? And you want to play the game, right? But why, if you're playing the game, why are you using other people's content? Because it's the same thing as watching videos. Like, I don't know. You probably get my point. It's like, you have to play the game yourself. So yeah. Actually, I just started building this booster, and it's, what was it like a Kerbodine? I forgot how it was called. But yeah, it's like the biggest stock tank that is in the game. And since I don't have that making history expansion, because, you know, I'm broke and I can't afford stuff. Actually, I can. I just don't really want to spend that much money on games. Anyways, maybe there's. I think there was bigger tanks in making history, right? I, I forgot. Like the Saturn tanks, or I'm not sure. Just tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or something. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of tried stacking engines, on this big old booster, like, you know, because the more engines, the more thrust, the more speed and stuff. Yeah, that's me being a beginner, okay? A year is gonna pass and I'm gonna be better. I'm totally sure of that. That I won't even see how fast I'm becoming better, and it's like, I don't know. So yeah, I actually was struggling because I didn't think that I would find a stock booster which could actually kind of support this big tank, because the thumper was too small, as you can see, and the kickback was too long and like too thin, like. But anyways, it worked. It worked in the end. So yeah, I think the only thing is this isn't a regular shuttle because the main tank has engines, right? But the NASA shuttles didn't have like engines on the, you know, the big old orange tank. It only had like, you know, it was kind of the fuel strut was, I think it was from the shuttle. No, from the tank to the shuttle, and you know that's how it was being fed fuel, right? Because those were the main thrusters on the shuttle, which were powering all the rocket, right? But yeah, okay, I pretty much messed up here because I did a reverse thing, because I made the shuttle a sub-assembly and tried to attach it, but it didn't work. Actually, well, it worked, but you know, it was pretty messy because, you know, as you can see, it was stuck to the freaking tank, and you know, I didn't know what to do. I was kind of freaked out because I was in the middle of recording, and you know, I didn't want to redo this, and yeah, I mean, but yeah, actually, as you can see, the shuttle looks gigantic compared to that tank and the whole rocket structure. Like, I don't know why, but that shuttle is like, yeah, it's like almost the same size as the NASA shuttle. And NASA had that massive orange tank with what was the fuel that they were using? Liquid. Oh no, wait, what was the key thing? I think. Like, I watch a lot of videos about astronomy and you know, and rockets, and I watch a lot of Everyday Astronaut. Everyday Astronaut, if you're watching this, what's up? I don't know. The funny fact that I'm saying, if Everyday Astronaut's watching this, because you know he might, because you know I sometimes post stuff on the Kerbal Space Program Reddit, and sometimes it becomes pretty popular with a few thousand upvotes, and you know, that's how I got like 3,000 karma in the first 2 days of my Reddit account. It was like pretty crazy. I just posted a random thing, like I was messing around with the B9 mod pack, the parts pack for B9 and engines pack. It's just like a big mod pack. Anyways, I was messing around with it in the cockpit, and I saw like this kind of, you know, a kind of a gag page about the checklist, and please don't do counterclockwise rolls, or you know, screws can come undone. And I kind of, you know, felt funny, and I posted that picture, and everyone was like, hell yeah, what like cockpit is that, and stuff like that. And like I got like, what was it, like 3,000 upvotes in like less than a day. Like, it was crazy. I was like, whoa, is that legit? Like, I don't know, but people really liked it. So as I actually saw, Everyday Astronaut actually posts on that Reddit thread forum. I will actually, if you don't know the Reddit, which you probably know because you know you clicked on this video because it's titled Kerbal Space Program. If you don't know it, you should probably visit it and actually, you know, subscribe to it, because there's a lot of people who post a lot of interesting stuff on there, and yeah, pretty much it's the place to go if you want to, you know, find out about Kerbal Space Program, or usually space in general, because there's a lot of, you know, discussions about space in general. I don't know. But yeah, and people post their missions, their successful missions mostly, of course. Like there was this space station, what was it called, Kerbal O or Kerbal Zero? I don't even remember if it was an O or a zero. But yeah, this kind of artificial gravity interplanetary massive station, which was, you know, built in space by massive rockets. Like, it was amazing. That content, that was such original content. I'm pretty stoked that it didn't get like that many upvotes, like as for instance as my post, which got, you know, that kind of crazy that fast, because that was really some quality content. But my stuff was just stolen from a mod pack. Anyways, as I'm about to finish the rocket, actually I kind of started making that main tank, and I kind of realized that damn, the proportions are kind of off. Like compared to the shuttle, the tank is kind of too small, because in real life the shuttle was, you know, a lot less smaller than the tank. So yeah, I kind of added more tanks, and yeah, that led to me having more fuel. So it was very easy to get into orbit after that. Okay. So yeah, about that Reddit. Yeah, so I've been in that Reddit for like what is it, like a few days from now, and I guess I'm pretty popular there, because like a lot of times when I just post my, you know, my daily post, or I sometimes post more than 3 posts daily, like I always get like 10 upvotes in the few minutes, because, you know, I kind of, people start to know me because I sometimes post this, like for instance, what was the post I posted about? Like I built an SSTO booster, not like a booster, it was like a shuttle, you know, which has like a jet, like a large jet which carries another plane and launches it when it's near the atmosphere, near the end of the atmosphere. Not near the atmosphere, near the, what is it called, stratosphere? Yeah, I think it's called stratosphere, near the stratosphere. Anyways, that giant plane actually almost did Mach 5. Like, that's like, I think it's 1400 meters per second? Like, imagine a jet, like a large passenger jet, actually doing Mach 5. Like, people would die if that plane would have made like a single turn. Yeah, I actually kind of messed up because I didn't bind the fuel, the big fuselage to the shuttle, and I kind of ran out of thrust on the shuttle. So I just, you know, kind of reverted back and added the strut. I think it's called, yeah, it's called the fuel strut, right? External fuel duct. External fuel duct. Okay, never mind. It's close enough. Anyways, yeah, I just added and checked the fuel flow, see if everything's right. Actually, you know, I kind of messed up with the fuel flow, because I thought it would all go for, like, the prioritized tank would be the main tank, but as it turned out, the main and the prioritized tank was the shuttle. And as you will see in this launch, it ran out of fuel first. Like let's just watch. Like, and okay, it's there was around 10,000 units of oxidizer left, and I was almost on 80 km. actually kept going. I can't really remember this footage because it was like a few hours ago and I already lost track of it. So yeah, my goal was to achieve like, you know, a low carbon orbit, and as you can see, when I separated from the tank, I had like no fuel at all in the shuttle. I was like so pissed. I was like, god damn, I should have pressed F5. Actually, yeah, that's a reflex that I have to learn because I I never use quick saves. Like, I don't know, I haven't really mastered using quick saves. I always, you know, restart the whole mission and just, you know, that's why I get a bit frustrated. That's why I physics warp all the time. I know that physics warping is kind of, you know, a new way to do, or just impatient, but trust me, if you would have done that many failed attempts as I do, like every time I build something, you would physics warp the frick out of, I don't know, every flight. So yeah, I guess this was the launch which was the most successful. So let's just hope everything goes as planned. Valentina is happy. Bob is kind of, you know, weirded out. Bill is in the middle. Let's just say in the middle. And like when I start out every rocket, I don't know, it's like my tactic. I just kind of, you know, mastered it. I boost my way radial out to like 10 kilometers, and then start pitching like 90 degrees to the equatorial orbit, and that's how I usually start my rocket flights. And oh god, yeah, okay, that heating is pretty good, pretty bad. Actually, which I actually realized in the end of my recording is that I was playing on normal mode. So yeah, I was kind of cheating. Let's just say I was kind of cheating, okay, not fully cheating, because you know, I usually play like a sandbox. I try to build, you know, the most efficient aircraft without, you know, I want to kind of try them out. And as you can see here, I realized that the shuttle was the prioritized tank, and I start kind of filling up the shuttle from the tank. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, I like testing aircraft, like, you know, messing around and actually building something efficient. And afterwards, when I'm done making the build and it's actually efficient and it actually works, then I test it on hard mode. With re-entry and everything, and if it works out, perfect. I just save it and bury it in my safe as a golden craft file, or yeah, let's just say a golden craft file, whatever. You get the idea. That's like my way of testing. I don't know, maybe everyone does it. I've got no idea. Like, I'm not that connected to everyone playing Kerbal Space Program, like everyone in the Reddit. Like, I don't really follow them. I just do my own stuff and try to, you know, learn my way through the Kerbal Space Program myself without watching a lot of videos. And yeah, that's like my goal, to like do it by myself. Like, I like sometimes watching Scott Manley's videos about, you know, those interstellar quests, or, you know, stuff like that, which is actually fun. Not like learning how to play Kerbal Space Program, but, you know, fun stuff about Kerbal Space Program. That's like fun to me, like very entertaining. Okay, last tank fill up. Last tank fill up, we're at about 160,000 meters. Okay. Okay, now I started. Yeah, I just filled up every tank, and actually, oh, there was a little bit left. Yeah, actually, the crazy part is that I didn't really retry building this shuttle. Like, the first time I built it, it worked the first time. I was like, yes, I'm leaving this like that. I don't have much time. Let's just film this. Let's just narrate this, and boom, to YouTube straight away. Oh yeah, and I actually forgot about the boosters. I just got rid of them in in space. Okay, yeah. Now I kind of try to maneuver myself prograde, and like my tactic to achieve a perfect orbit is always to burn prograde like a little bit, like actually quite a bit before the apoapsis, because you know the engines. First of all, the engines have to spool up. Actually, I got that reflex from the nuclear engines, because you know the nuclear engines have to spool up and they're pretty slow, and like I have that Interstellar Extended mod, which actually I think it's that mod which makes the nuclear rockets less efficient, because they don't turn on instantly and they don't turn off instantly, and that's the stupid part. It makes them less efficient. Yeah, now I'm making my circularization burn, and yeah, it's going pretty well. And I have a lot of fuel left to make. Actually, I could, you know, plant a satellite in the orbit now, or I don't know, something, and I just you know cruise around the orbit and just descend with that fuel. But you really have to see the landing. Like, watch this video till the end to see the landing. It will be such. I will nail it like so bad. Like it's gonna be crazy. As you can see from Val's perspective, the shuttle's cockpit and everything. Nice view of Kerbal when I try to force my SAS radial in, which is actually pointing retrograde, so it actually points itself back because I forgot to, you know, change it. But yeah, this is the shuttle. I mean, it's pretty basic and straightforward, but it's working. Like, here's your build log. And yeah, as you can see, you can, you know, kind of, if I had any payload, you can, you know, just throw it into space, you know, into orbit, I mean, and just, you know. And yeah, if you actually, people watching this, and you, the viewer watching this, if you'd like to hear more these kind of videos, like if you want to see more videos like this from me, like with my voice overlay, or just like build logs or something, and watch me as I'm evolving my skill of building spacecraft, or I don't know, just smash a like and comment, and I don't know, subscribe. That's like the most basic thing a YouTuber would say. Well, I'm not calling myself a YouTuber yet, because, you know, I'm not like, I don't have like, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers. Like, if I had 1,000 subscribers, I would start working daily and, you know, do my duties as a YouTuber. So anyways, as I start my descent, I start to realize that I won't be able to land it, because I almost never land my shuttles or SSTOs. Like, it's so frustrating and hard, and the shuttle's aerodynamic design is so bad. Like, it's almost unsteerable. You can only, you know, kind of aero steer it with, you know, just pitching upwards like drastically. Like, the flaps won't help. Like, they're just like, what I want to say is, like, you see those vernier thrusters, right? They're with liquid fuel, and they have pretty good thrust for RCS, right? That's like the only way to pitch this thing up in the atmosphere. The flaps are just freaking disabled, as they weren't there. So good thing I still have fuel left, and I can still use those vernier thrusters. because they're a bless. They're lifesavers. Like I would choose vernier thrusters over any kind of monoprop RCS. Okay, actually, I would actually, as well as these ones, I would actually choose hydrazine RCS thrusters because the thrust is higher than monoprop. Which I wouldn't put any vernier engines or hydrazine engines on is satellites, small satellites like relays or small stuff like that, because you know you can't really dock or do any small maneuvers with a vernier thruster on a small body. As you can see, I'm starting to do those aero brakes as I'm re-entering. Actually, I started doing it too early. If I was in hard mode, I would have burned up already, I think. But I actually started doing those, you know, deceleration maneuvers. Actually, the real shuttle, the NASA shuttle actually did these things to not slow down as of re-entry. After re-entry, I think, of course, because, you know, they would have burned up, because if they, you know, do a slight wrong maneuver, you know, they're kind of dead. Actually, I think, yeah. Actually, I think the onboard computer does that, the slowdown maneuvers, so people don't have any pressure on them, like brake-wise or. So yeah. As you might notice, actually I didn't at the time, that my altitude is actually increasing right now. When I realized, I was like, oh, shoot. You'll see that I'll instantly pitch down as if there was no atmospheric burn or anything. I was like, okay, I'm screwed. I'm pretty much screwed. I'll pitch down and just, you know, burn all of my fuel. Okay, when will it be? When will it be? I'm like checking out, and I was like, one moment I was like stalling. Oh well, I tried to brake, like I tried to brake really hard, like this, and it still wasn't going down. And I saw KSC right there, and I was like, whoa, what am I gonna do? I'm totally gonna overshoot. I was like, as you can see, you wouldn't do this in real life. You would have burned up already. But I try to brake as hard as I can. I actually pitch down and start burning my engines to actually decrease my velocity. Yeah, well, that kind of worked out, but I'll still end up overshooting. I mean, I could have done a water landing because I'm kind of good at those. Like, I'm kind of gentle at, you know, the last touch, and I know how to stabilize the aircraft. Okay, as of we're out of the atmospheric burn, or you call it the atmospheric burn or re-entry burn? Yeah, that's a re-entry burn, right? Yeah, we start to tumble down like a brick from the sky. Because this thing is literally a brick. Not quite literally, but it doesn't have any aerodynamic properties, like, at all. Like, actually, as you can see, I kind of got control of it and started gliding. But in real life, like, it's almost impossible to glide a shuttle because it's quite literally a brick. Like, you do what you want, you won't be able to fly it as a normal plane without full thrust. Of course. As you can already see, we've totally overshot the airfield. Like, we won't we won't be able to make it from the bottom side, the closest side where the marker is. So what my plan was, I would like circulate, but I was like, wow, actually this thing, I actually hit like 10 G's. All the Kerbals would have been dead already. I would circulate, but what I thought was like, this thing is a brick. It wouldn't do a full spin, like a full circle, like, you know, airplanes, passenger airplanes do when they're landing. They're like, actually when they're taking off, they do a few loops and they fly away. And I thought I couldn't do a loop with this, so I kind of started making this kind of half spin, half loop circle to, you know, kind of aerodynamically brake and kind of, you know, reverse the travel, this prograde, let's just say the prograde marker, and kind of, you know, balance it to, you know, land from the to the front, on the front of the runway. Sorry, my English isn't my first language. So, goddamn, I kind of feel like talking in a stream right now. As you can see, it looks kind of promising, and it actually is. But it's gonna be so freaking sketchy. Just watch. Okay, last bit. I just want to rewatch this, like, I nailed it so bad. Okay, let's go. I started feeling a bit weak here, so I tried to point my nose up to, you know, kind of glide, but I started descending really fast. So I was like, okay, let's point forwards and, you know, kind of butter the bread sideways. And, oh, like, kind of, okay. But, I mean, I ended up on the airfield, so I guess this is a mission success. Like, everyone's happy. I mean, they look pretty sad. Val is like, you know, cringing, but we did it. Yeah, Val kind of died there. As you can see, those magnificent air brakes deployed on the massive shuttle. Anyways, guys, this was a successful mission, and I'm happy that every Kerbal made it out alive, and we actually got to orbit and orbited and kind of buttered, quote unquote, buttered the bread in the ending. So I guess, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you really enjoyed this video, because I kind of enjoyed the last part, the landing. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool. And hope you enjoyed the video overall, and if you want to see more videos like these, just straight up smash a comment and just tell me, you know, you gotta speak up. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to smash a like and subscribe. I'm not even gonna start. Bye. Okay, really, bye guys.